Hey planner friends, welcome back to another weekly plan with me. Super excited for how my spread turned out last week. Actually this was 2 weeks ago. In full disclosure, I didn't even plan next week, but this is why I love this planner, because you can just keep on going and nobody knows that you didn't plan. So used a lot of the kit. I'm pretty happy on that part because most of the time I have tons and tons of the kit left over. But this was a Planner Pixie Co. Autumn Ambiance. Can't find it in our shop no more. It was a very old kit. I believe the next kit that I'm using is a very old kit because I'm really just using her printables that probably got expired a long time ago because I don't have kits of my own right now. So I did put a long post-it note here, so that's why that is there. Last week, like I said, I just didn't use my planner and it showed. I don't know, I just needed a week, I guess, to kind of go by the seat of my pants, but I constantly was looking for somewhere to write things down and I didn't know what was coming out for dinner. We had lots going on last week, but so anyways, so we're gonna change that. We are working with, again, another, like I said, Planner Pixie Co. kit. It is called Cozy Corner. Again, I think that this is gonna be gone. She doesn't hold on to kits very long in her stores. And I think I purchased this way back at the beginning of 2020, but so I'm just going to start putting things down. How do I do this? Yes. Okay. I'm like, how do I even do this in here? Let's fold that over. It's nice. I'm not going to go search for any foils this month. I almost used a Halloween kit, but I'm going to save that for next month, even though I know that October 1st is this week. But it's only Friday through the weekend. And though we do have a Halloween event planned this weekend, hopefully, with weather and a couple other deciding factors, we're not going to start. And it is the start of October daily for me. So if you haven't been along for this little venture of me kind of getting bogged down with planner stuff and the businesses and all that other, and finding another creative outlet, kind of, not another creative, picking back up on something that I used to do. Is it on the floor? Oh, there it is, on the floor. Whew, okay, let's not get too upset about that. That will get me annoyed real quick. Okay, where was I at? Oh, okay, so yeah, so going off of what I've been doing. So I actually picked back up scrapbooking. Something I used to do when my oldest was very young, and before I did a ton of it before I had kids. Even though I didn't have kids, I found things to scrapbook. It was just something I loved doing. It kind of goes along with, you know, this, I believe, a lot, and probably why I got into planning, because at least then I could do this and still be productive, I guess, in my sense. And then, you know, obviously, like I said, it turned into a business and all that kind of stuff. But so I've picked it back up. My kids are getting older. They don't need as much of attention anymore. And I have 13 years of catching up for my oldest to do, and 8 of my youngest. I did do like the first year of my oldest and most of the first year of my youngest. And then that's about where everything stopped. I was doing Project Life for a long time. And if you don't know what Project Life is, you pretty much document a picture a day in a spread for a week, like a weekly spread, pretty much. And that is what I did. So that is pretty much where I'm taking it back up, but I'm kind of getting a little bit deeper with it and going into October daily this month. I got back into it last year in December for December daily and documented every day of December. And never stopped from there. So it is going to start our October daily, and I'm super excited for it. I'm super excited for just doing all of the fall things. I live in Michigan, so our falls are amazing. And yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at that point. So don't have anything else really to document there, but literally, I guess, so this, my point of this story is like, literally this week is the week that all of the fun things start for that. So, okay, so I'm going to keep on working. So I had like 2 sheets that didn't cut out properly, but this main sheet is fine because it's just squares, and I'm just going to use it. I'm cutting it myself. You can hear that I'm going to start printing the other one in the background. It just didn't cut all the way through. But again, like I said, this one is fine because this is just boxes, and I'm not going to waste paper to recut. So I'm going to lay these down while, actually that printed pretty quickly. I'm not going to be able to film while that is, what's my word? Cutting, because my cutting machine is way too loud, but that's okay. Okay, so what I am going to do is I'm going to put workouts down. And I did not go work out today. Hopefully I am going to go work out tomorrow and said days after this. Today I have a little one home with me, so that didn't work out to my advantage. And I just wasn't ready to work out today. I had a pretty busy weekend with a wedding and work in general, and I just really wasn't ready to go back and work out today. But hopefully I will get there the rest of the week and be good to go. So I'm going to put these down, and I might even be able to get there on Saturday. Okay, so we're gonna do that. One thing I am gonna go back to, because I didn't do my planner last week, is I put these down for the 5 days to clean a different room, to spend an hour in each room getting something cleaned. And it really helped this week. And honestly, I probably didn't need an hour in every room, but at least 45 minutes. Some of them were worse than the others. And it just really held me accountable for things. So I'm definitely going to do this again. So that is the next thing I'm going to go through and do. Yeah. Okay. I was going to say maybe not, because I don't know if that, if those were cut out, but yes, they were the ones that were cut out. So I'm going to go through and just place those real quick. I'm wondering though, if I should be using the big ones. I'm not going to use the big ones, even though it is an hour. Nope, we're going to go through, and I don't think I need such big ones to, even at this big part of my week. We're just going to use the little ones and see how that goes. Kind of went backwards on her color scheme. And if you kind of know anything about my planning style, I pretty much use a color a day. I try and stick to that. Sometimes I switch it up and I just kind of all willy-nilly use whatever color I want. But for me, I most of the time like using one color a day. So I'm gonna put all these down. Now this day, am I gonna put something down? Yeah. No, yes, no, yes. I'm going to put something down for Saturday so that I get something done on Saturday. Sunday, we will not be cleaning. We have lots to do on Sunday, but Saturday I should be able to get something done in the morning, hopefully. Does she have like a, yes, clean house. Perfect. I'm gonna say the last time I didn't print or cut these ones off, so I'm just gonna put that there, and then I will put in those. So now I'm going to go through and I'm going to stick a to-do list down for every single day. Oh, no, I'm not. All I am, but pause, please. I have to cut these. Whew, okay. We're back in action now. We have cut through stickers on my own and recut stickers while we were waiting for those. Okay. So I'm going to go through, like I said, and in the middle of my page, actually, I am going to just put down stickers. You're going to see that these are a little wonky, but it's okay. It's no big deal. This color. Put down to-do stickers. Yeah, see that those ones are going to go through a little bit just because I cut where the colors were and not where the cut lines were, but it's not, it's not that serious, guys. Okay, these two colors are extremely the same. So that one must be that one. Hopefully I did that right. Those are like very not different. Okay, next. And I understand this isn't for everybody. But for me, I constantly need like to-do lists, guys. I use them literally on every single day. So, only days sometimes I don't use them is on Sundays. And you'll see, but I'm still actually going to put one on Sunday today, just because this weekend, since I'm not working, I don't have a job, I guess I should say. I mean, a wedding, I should say. I might still be able to work that day, so even though it will be like later at night after we get done with baseball. So, okay, so there is that. Let's see here. This morning, I needed to wake up and get Cannon a appointment. We're gonna flip this over here. That was the main objective today, which we did. And then we're going to put it, what kind of sticker? It's not a long appointment. I mean, it's literally going to be like 5 minutes. We're going to put that there. So then maybe she has, she probably added something. No big deal. After that, I needed to go get coffee, and then I went to go get coffee, and they were out of cold brew. Who in the world is out of cold brew? These poor people are so understaffed. It is. It's just crazy. Okay. So the other thing I needed to put down, like, if I would have had this last week, I would have remembered probably that I needed to buy Halloween costumes, and that almost got past us, but we got that done. Important, there is, oh no, it said the 6th. Oh, so next week. Good, perfect, because I don't know if he's going back to school by this day. Anyways, and then meals. That is the most important part, and why I wanted to go back and recut those, because I need that meals. I can put it up here. And it's like, ooh, I usually put it down here, but you know what? Yeah, we'll still put it up here. Literally went right over that. And I'm very much not going to pull up my own stickers today. I'm just trying to get this down and done. Okay, so, and then I have my meals. Oh yeah, that's right. One thing I don't love about this planner is my monthly is not behind my monthly. So we have all of our meals down right here. Plus we did not get to a few here. So, this is one I actually really do want to do, and I'm going to have my husband pull out some beef tips. But we'll do that one tomorrow, so beef tips. And like I said, most of the time I go through and do our meals on my monthly. We don't have to stick to it. It's not, oh wait, you know what? And that was last month or last week. Like I said, we didn't get to a lot of that. So it is what it is this week. So we did get to, we actually didn't get to, we got to the pizza. I didn't cook much last month. We got to the tenderloin, but I didn't do cheesy potatoes. I did regular potatoes. So I did tenderloin. So I don't know what I have out for today. I need to figure that out here soon, since I don't think I have anything out. We're gonna do beef tips. What are we gonna do today? What are we gonna do today? I don't need to think about that right now, though. But okay, we'll put the rest of the weekend so that I know. So beef tips, and then we're gonna do Marry Me Chicken, and then leftovers. I don't believe we'll need anything here. Friday, I'm going to do baked potato soup. And Sunday needs to be something in the crock pot also. Maybe chicken Alfredo. Yeah. That'll be good. Okay, there we go. So dinners are done for the week. We just got to figure out today's. And that way it allows me to know what I need, where I need it, all that good stuff. Okay. So, only other thing for this week is I do have a senior session here. If I can get that sticker off, back off. So, senior session there, and then here is going to be our like little Halloween thing, and then baseball games here and baseball practice. And actually baseball games are there, but that's okay. That, and then oh, and actually I have a senior session here too. Okay, so what we're gonna do is my oldest baseball practice is going to go on that, and senior session here, because I got to figure out somebody that can get him from practice here. Okay, so that is about there. My youngest might have baseball here, might, depending on how his doctor's appointment comes out today. We'll see. Other than that, this is pretty much set up. I'm going to go through and, oh, I guess I could put my weekend sticker down now that it's printed. I was waiting on that. I really needed this to be a quick setup this week. Ugh. I really got to figure out print settings, but this is not paper that I wish I could use this paper for you guys. Well, first of all, it's way too expensive and it doesn't come in bulk, because I do love this paper, but it creates such dust everywhere. It's really a weird thing. It creates dust everywhere, and I can see how it would like clog up my it would clog up my printer like crazy. Or my cutting machines, I'm sorry, cutting machines like crazy. And yeah, I'm gonna keep on looking for a better paper. But today, an exciting thing, while I'm having this plan with me, I'm gonna edit this plan with me right away and get it uploaded. And while it's uploading, I will be designing some kits for you guys. So I'm gonna skip right to, pull this back up a little bit, and that's probably why I would love to use this paper for you guys, because it is very repositionable for a very long time. Yeah, why did my heater just kick on. Anyways, when it's 70 degrees outside. Oh yeah, I'm gonna skip right to Thanksgiving because though I'm gonna be pre-cutting everything, so what's in the shop is going to be what's in stock and it can ship out. It's gonna be that easy. Like, I don't know how much inventory I'm gonna get through here. If my son makes it to this practice, then I'm going to take my inventory with me as much as I can and go through as much as I can. And this is the day that I would like to open the shop. So I would like to open the shop on October 1st and get things printed off this week, cut, and put all together for a reopen on the